Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Namaste friends. So nice that some of you have watched the previous episode. My dear brothers and sisters, let us understand that these are just not Purana stories that took place long ago. And what is there for us to learn in this? There's plenty, because life of Krishna, the avatar, the secret behind that life is to teach all of us as how we can lead our life successfully. Very important, isn't it? How do we understand the story what we saw in current days? Shall we try to understand it? Now, the first chapter we spoke about the appearance of the Lord. Bhagavan says, Yada yada hi dharmasya. Whenever there is so much of adharma, I am going to come again and again, is what Bhagavan, the Lord Krishna, has told us, isn't it? In this story, we saw initially the first sequences, Bhumi Devi and the rest of them goes to Lord Brahma, right? That is the first sequence. So how do we understand it for now for us? A soul chose this body to come and live here, right? Like, let me take myself as example. My name is Lakshmi Srinivasan. My soul has chosen this body for this lifetime. So, I have already come with Purva Janma Vasanas. All that the previous lifetime, what I have gone through, all that is there in me. So, I have come with that, right? Number one. And number two, there are samskaras. There is a lot of imprints in me that in subconscious level, I have certain things in me which is my character, which forms my character. Can that be altered, or yes or no? Yes, it can be altered, provided this person, Lakshmi, has to put in a lot of efforts. Nothing happens overnight, right? There's no magic here. So everything takes its own sweet time, depending on how much time we give to evolve, how much time we dedicate. That matters a lot. So as I was sitting and writing questions, making questions for this chapter, I got a lot of understanding. Why are we first born, every one of us? We are born because we have certain unfinished teachings that left. We have to learn it in this lifetime. So we have taken birth. So why is every soul taking birth again and again? Because we are so attached to the body and its emotions. Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsaryam. These are the main 6 Shatrus, enemies, because of them that we are born again and again. And on this we call Kama as Nitya Shatru. It's a daily Shatru. Because Kama is desire. We keep growing desire. Kama is Nitya Shatru. But I add Krodha also as Nitya Shatru. Because Kama and Krodha are siblings and they go hand in hand. Wherever there is a lot of Kama, the Krodha also joins there. So they both move around in the same path. So they cannot be separated. So they are like Nitya Shatrus. Daily basis we have to encounter them in one aspect or the other. Now when Mother Bhumi went to Lord Brahma and asked that we need a solution. There's so much of demonic activities, demons all over. So the Bhumi, the earth, has to be saved. So what happens? Brahma says, come, let us all go to Vishnu, to Shvetatpada, and we'll go meet him there in the ocean of milk where he's lying down. Now parallelly, if you take to our life, we are also in one ocean. We are in that ocean of samsara, the ocean of miseries, samsara sagaram. Always there is misery, one after another something happens and we are always unhappy, at least most of the times unhappy, because things never happen the way we want. Similarly, our soul when it goes through so much of sorrow, so much of sadness, so much of depression, when it goes to certain level, it also suddenly goes and surrenders to God. It goes, falls at his feet and say, Bhagwan, save me. Please save me. Please understand this. It's a very bitter truth. How much ever we are close to our family members, whatever be the closeness, everyone have to put their effort to grow. If I am hungry, I have to eat. If my husband is hungry, he has to eat. My mother-in-law is hungry, she has to eat. So is worship. So is our surrendering nature. So I have a problem, and I think the soul now needs relief from this danger. So it goes, falls at the feet of the Lord and say, please save me. This is the first sequence. Second sequence is a beautiful sequence in this chapter. This is an important sequence that we need to understand. Kamsa, the brother of Devaki, after marrying her to Vasudeva with the entire family, we saw with all the decorated things, golden chariot, he takes his sister to drop her in her husband's house, right? So he is coming forward, he is doing everything because he has so much of love for his sister. But in split second, that changes. How? When he listened to that voice, he just changed, right? Immediately he went, removed his sword, went to kill her. Aren't we not doing the same thing even now? When Krishna is there with us, when we are in love, when we are in good mood, only Bhagwan is there. That time, our appearance, our thought, everything is different. The moment this Nitya Shatru, Kama and Krodha comes in, immediately we turn to Kamsa. So we all become Kamsa. You may ask me how. Are we not seeing fights between sibling? Parents, 5 children with high property. What happens? Between the children, they kill each other. For what? For property. Kamsa. Children, they don't take care of their parents. They become Kamsa. He put his sister's husband, his own father in the prison. Kamsa. So all of us have that Kamsa nature in us. That is what I'm trying to bring in here. So the Kamsa nature is always there. Now next sequence, when Mother Devaki gave birth to Lord Krishna, he is asking Vasudeva ji to take Krishna ji to Yashodamma, to Nanda Maharaj, to their house, right? Now he's taking the little baby Krishna on his head, right? What happens? Adiseshan ji comes as a protective shield. Now imagine the same thing in our life. We are in deep trouble. Something is bothering us so much. We fall at Bhagwan's feet and say, protect us. And we think of the little Krishna, the smiling baby in our heart. That Kamsa, that energy quickly changes to this beautiful Krishna energy. So what happens? There comes a lot of change in us. We will understand, why are we behaving like this? No, not correct. We will correct ourselves. Whenever we have that much trouble, whenever something is bothering us, immediately remember this story and think and ask a question to yourself. Do I want to be a Kamsa or do I want to be Krishna? Simple question. The moment we get clarity, immediately our mind, if somebody disturbs us, it is their nature, their behavior to behave very absurd. It's our nature to be very sattvic and nice. Of late, I realized, and I'm very strictly following, I do not speak one word extra, no. Just keep chanting mantra. If somebody irritates me, just say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Keep chanting Maha Mantra inside. Lot of changes happening. This you have to experience. You have to follow it, put it in practice. That is why I am going to do every chapter followed with questions and repeat it. With that follows my lecture with today's topic and what can we learn, how can we interpret it for today's life. Every chapter has a strong message for today, for now, for the present life. We have a lot of message in this Purana stories. Don't think it is story, it is gone, it is all friction, it is something, somebody's imagination. No. Every character, if you look at it in your life, if we look at it in our own life, we will understand there is a correspondence. We will be able to understand how to balance our life by listening to these stories. This is not just I'm wasting my time on sharing some old story. No. Please don't misunderstand. See, one chapter I did and I got tons of clarity. I can't tell you how much. Once you get into it, you will also do that. These kind of videos need a lot of like, comments and share. Only then it will be seen by many people. There will be a lot of souls who need help. Such videos can actually, in split second, like how Kamsa changed, suddenly their life can change for good, because Mahamantra and Lord Krishna has their own magical moments. And the last sequence also, I will just say a small interpretation. When all the gopis and everybody came, they were all so happy and delighted seeing the little Krishna, right? They were enjoying, they were celebrating his birth. Like that, whenever we have some sorrow, some tension, something keep happening every day to every one of us, whether you're in spiritual life or in normal life, you're married, unmarried, whatever the case may be, we all have our own bit of challenges every day, right? At that time, just close your eyes just for 2 seconds and think of the little baby Krishna in your heart. Trust me on this, because I am totally from the energy studies background, right? Trust me on this. The energy kind of shifts, there is a gradual and very, very evident shift in energy. That is the beauty of these things. I hope this episode is very useful to you, and as I requested, kindly like and comment, because it's a new channel and I need a lot of subscriptions. Every subscription matters a lot. It's a very small channel, just started, so I need all your support, right? So do hit the like button, also subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that regularly you follow. I conclude this episode. Bow down to the Supreme Peace be with all. Jai Shri Krishna.